Hola, hola mi gente y la gente del boricua francés. Hoy para el lunes de cómo se hace vamos a hablar de cómo limpiamos en la autocaravana. Así que lo que pasó estos días, había mucha lluvia y ese es un problema cuando vivimos en una autocaravana, porque lo que pasa es que no podemos abrir las ventanas o no sé cómo se llaman las cosas en el techo.
Linterna.
Estos, el linterno, ¿cómo se llama?
Ajá, sí, el interno yo creo.
Linterno, ok, bueno.
O
Y porque
dentro.
normalmente cuando hay lluvia se puede llover dentro.
Ujú.
Así que a veces no podemos abrir todo el día o durante unos días, porque como ahora esta semana estaba lloviendo como todos los días, todo el
Sí,
día. Y
sí.
así que lo que pasa es que el autocaravana se ensucia muy rápido. Y no podemos limpiar realmente porque lo que pasa es que al momento que vamos afuera vamos a ensuciar otra vez. Así que lo que hacemos, ¿cómo se dice? On essuie.
Ajá, limpiamos, le pasamos un paño,
Un paño un poquito
entramos
cuando
y
entramos y hay un poquito de agua o eso. Y también barremos
barrimos,
un
barrimos.
poquito, pero ya. Y cuando hay un buen día, como hoy,
Ujú.
decidimos de limpiar correctamente. Y el problema también de cuando llueve es que a veces, bueno, vivimos en Francia y hay muchos quesos que son muy buenos, pero también el problema de estos quesos que son buenos, lo peor que huelen normalmente es los mejores.
Son los
Así
mejores,
que son
sí.
los mejores.
Sí.
Así que a veces que cuando acabamos de comer o cuando abrimos la nevera, huele un poquito mal en la autocaravana y es un problema cuando llueve porque no podemos abrir mucho. Y así que en día como hoy
Ajá.
abrimos como podemos, si no hace tanto frío, pero también en el invierno si hace un poquito de frío y que es seco afuera, abrimos para que podamos, ¿cómo se llama? Aerar,
Sí, airear el
airear
camp, el
en la
autocaravana.
autocaravana.
Sí, sí.
Y
Ahí
así
ven,
que,
ahí está abierto. Ven.
sí. Y así que lo que van a ver en este video, y lo que pasa es que no podemos hacerlo dos veces porque limpiamos. Así que no vamos a barrer y limpiar dos veces. Así que tiene la versión en inglés que explica todo lo que hacemos. Y bueno, parece
Pero
que
es
el
eso.
video es claro, demasiado claro que puedes ver qué hacemos exactamente. Y así que ya, eso es.
Chao.
Yeah. Everything open. Well, not everything, but enough that we get air because it's actually not that hot. Um, so that's that. And so that way it's a little bit aired out, so we're quite happy. And also, we're going to show you a little bit what we're going to do to clean our area, which the good thing is also that even though it gets dirty really fast, it also gets clean very fast because it's really not very big. So we're going to start with dealing with the cushions first. So that any kind of crumbs or whatever or dirt that might be on the cushion will actually go on the floor, and then we'll do the floor and we'll show you how that's done and kind of tidy up a little bit. There's things that we have to remove and then put back, which is a fairly normal thing that you do in a house. But so that's that. We're gonna start over here. Okay, so here we have actually to protect our seats, because we eat here and every now and then there's some things might fall, especially on one side more than the other. But so we have also a few crumbs and whatever, so that we kind of like brush off often. And sorry.
Her side, I said.
Oh no, it's actually the other side. Everybody knows. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab those little blankets. These blankets are actually really good because they're very cheap. They're super easy to clean. You can just stick them in the wash, cold or whatever you want, and they dry in no time. So they're actually really good to have for this kind of thing. And they have that great advantage that they are actually little blankets. So when it's cold, you can actually also use them as a blanket. So sometimes, like when it was cold in the winter, I would just stick my feet under. So it's actually, I recommend that for people who have any form of RV, a caravan, a trailer, or a motorhome, because these I find out like one of the best things that you can have. They really have a lot of uses. So I'm just gonna remove the cat cushions. Hello, you mind? I'm moving you. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry I disturbed you. And I'm just gonna grab these. So that's some stuff that we have inside. And I'm gonna go shake them outside, and then I'll come back and put them back. Okay, donc. Oh, sorry, in English. So, so we've just put all of this back. Now it's much cleaner, as you can see. And I'm gonna put back the little cat area, because apparently they have to have their space. And so now what we're gonna do is just pick up a few things that probably shouldn't have been there. And so we're gonna sweep the floor. And we have a little broom. So we also have this little dustpan and brush. But we have our little mini broom.
Okay, and the little actual
well.
vacuum also.
And we also have a little mini vacuum.
Yeah.
So I think that for today, we're probably going to just do the sweeping. Normally the vacuum we use for the door, sometimes there's a little areas that get stuck that we can't really have. But we use it when we really can't reach something. I think today what we have is just a bit of litter from the kitties and just dust and sand and, you know, like soil that we brought in from our wet shoes, and we couldn't clean it at the time. So sweeping the floor, I think you've seen before, so we probably don't need to film that part. But I'll see you back afterwards, and I'll show you what we used to actually mop the floor, sort of. Okay, so now we have actually swept the floor. As I said, we didn't really need to vacuum because there was nothing in the corners that we didn't catch or anything. So we're good. I've removed the scratcher that has catnip on it. I'm just like putting it aside for now. And what we're going to do, I'm going to grab down here. We have a little wipes. Oh, I should have got them out before. Let me find them. This is in our TARDIS. These are not the ones. Okay. You can maybe pause because I can't find them. So we have these little things that are normally work on this little sort of mop thingy that you put on site. So one of the things that we have, obviously we're limited in space, as you know, and a real mop is not a great thing to use because you need a lot of water and it's not, you know, very convenient. And so I found these little thing. We could also buy the little mop that goes with it. But again, the space is so small that for me, it's much easier to just go on my knees and just wipe the floor with it. I use a couple normally and it's fine. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. But before I do that, I want to show you also the other thing that we need to do on a regular basis in the RV. And we have a dehumidifier. And I'm actually, I mean, it's quite full and it's, I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit dirty right now, but this is the amount of humidity that we have after a few days. And so that we throw away outside or, you know, wherever depending on where we are. And it's all it just gets rid of a lot of the humidity in the RV. Okay. So I'm going to show you these in a second. Let me just throw that outside. Okay. The dehumidifier actually smells of lavender. So it's actually really nice. But anyway, so this is our little, we have different types. I like to take these that smell really nice. And so it's a long wet wipe. Okay, I'm just gonna get one for now, and then I'm just gonna start over there. Oh, we didn't put the broom back. But okay. Okay, so I just put this on the floor and I just wipe the whole floor little by little. And if there's a stain, I just kind of go a little bit more. And so you see this part is not too dirty. So now you can maybe see around here, I don't know if with the reflection, you can see it's a little bit wet. So again, this is the kind of thing that you really want to do when it's a drier day. because now we have things open and it's going to dry. We can even just open the windows a little bit to create a draft, and it'll dry a little bit quicker, because you know, it's like in a home when you mop, you try not to walk on it right away. But these are not super wet, so in general it dries pretty fast. And now it kind of smells good. The floor wasn't actually that bad, because you know, as I say, we sweep as much as we can, but it wasn't too dirty. But every now and then it's good to have like a good clean floor, and then we sort of let it dry, and then it's good to go for a little while, up until the next time that we'll do a big cleanup. Every now and then, when we're in a place where we can, I will borrow a mop, or I don't know, if I spill something or whatever, I will use water. But every now and then I do, since we've had the RV, I've maybe done it 3 or 4 times. When we're in a place where we're staying with people or whatever, I might sometimes borrow their mop and really do a big cleanup with a lot of water, where I know that I don't have to be too careful about water. But other than that, that's kind of how we do it. And this is it.